Hi everyone, I'm Jaina and welcome to my video. I'm currently in India, Mysore, which is south of India, doing yoga teacher training at a beautiful ashram called Ayur Yoga Eco Ashram. And I have decided to create a vlog every evening to share my reflections, my learnings, my thoughts, what life is like on the ashram, and just to give you an insight into what's coming up for me. And today is actually day 2. So yesterday was the first day, but it was a bit more of an introductory day. So day 2 was when we actually started the proper schedule. So that was today. So I will give you a bit of a rundown into a bit of a run through on what we got up to and share some of the things that have come up for me. If you are interested in this and if you have enjoyed watching my videos, then please follow, like, and subscribe and share with anyone who you think might also enjoy watching this. So, today was pretty intense. Just being completely honest, I am feeling super tired and it is only day 2. And I am doing this training for 4 weeks, so that does worry me a little bit. But everybody else on the program is pretty much feeling the same. So I think we're just adapting to this new routine. It's not a normal routine. It's out of the norm for most of us. So all of us probably actually. So it's totally normal to feel like this, I assume. So yeah, that kind of that level of exhaustion kind of surprised me. I didn't think I'd be feeling this exhausted so early on. So, that was quite interesting. I am feeling exhausted, but I'm also feeling quite energized as well. I know that contradicts itself, but my body feels quite exhausted. My mind feels a little bit tired, but my mind also feels quite energized because we learnt some incredible things today and we had some amazing classes today. So that's kind of just a bit of a lowdown into how I'm feeling right now. So I'll let you know what we got up to today. I won't go into too much detail, just really high level. The day started off with a meditation, which was beautiful. We did a lot of mantra chanting today, throughout the day actually. At the beginning of every class, we always do a mantra. We always chant Om at the beginning of every asana class as well. And at the end, and it's just such a beautiful way to start the classes. So I really love that, and actually just reflecting on that as I'm speaking now, I'd love to incorporate that into my day-to-day life. Even if I don't end up becoming a yoga teacher, I would love to just incorporate reciting mantras and learning mantras and using them more in my life and in my rituals. So that's been lovely, and I'm really enjoying that. I'm really enjoying learning the mantras and chanting them. It just brings about such a beautiful energy in the room, and the vibrations from the mantra are so powerful. I absolutely love that. So yes, the meditation was good. I struggled to focus and stay present, but I think that will come with time. This is only day 2 and the first proper day of doing everything, so I'm gonna try not be too hard on myself. And then we had the first yoga practice of the day, so we were able to choose if you wanted a bit more of a gentle flow or a more intensive flow. I actually decided that I wanted the gentle flow today, but I got a bit lost looking for the room that the yoga shala that the gentle yoga was at, and actually ended up in the intensive one. So I ended up taking the intensive class, and I guess maybe it was meant to be like that, and I was just meant to do the intensive class today, and that's how things worked out. So that's how I'm looking at it. I actually really enjoyed the class. It was really great. I definitely had a moment in the class where the teacher encouraged us to think about why we're actually here and be present in the moment about where you are currently. And I just had a moment where I just felt so grateful. And I think I've said this in every video I've recorded so far, but I just felt like, oh my God, I'm actually here. I can't believe it. Like, I've spent so long researching and then looking at videos online on YouTube of yoga teacher training places. And when I found Ayur Yoga Eco Ashram, I was drawn to it immediately and pretty much knew that this is the one I wanted. And I continued watching the videos that I saw on this, and almost became obsessed with it, and that's all I could think about. So the fact that I'm actually here now, and everything that I'm seeing and experiencing is what I was watching on that video. Yeah, it was just a bit of a wow, like amazing wow moment for me. I just felt so grateful and so happy to be here. And I really want to try and stay more present and really take it in that I'm actually here, and make the most of my time here. So that was beautiful. The class was great, quite intensive, but I felt like I could handle it, and that felt quite good. That's probably my ego, which I need to work on, and I'll go more into that in another video probably. But we talked a lot about yoga philosophy, and the ego came up quite a lot. So yeah, so the class was great. And then we had breakfast, which was lovely as usual. And then we went into some philosophy classes in the afternoon. So one was all about the history and origins of yoga, and the other one was all about meditation. And the history and origins of yoga was so interesting, super fascinating. I like that was the highlight of my day, I think. I really, really liked it. And I the teacher had my full attention because I was just so interested, and I was actually really sad when it was over. But I've got a whole week of it, so there's a lot to take in, a lot of information to process and reflect on, but such fascinating, interesting stuff. Like my mind was blown. So I absolutely love that. The meditation class was great as well, a lot more complex. The concepts were quite hard to grasp, and if I'm being completely honest, like I felt super confused in that class. I think everyone did, but the teacher reassured us and said that the more we hear these concepts and these ideas and these words, the more we'll start to become familiar with them, and we'll start to connect things, and it'll just start to make a bit more sense. So yeah, it was super interesting and fascinating. I made so many notes, and it's only day 2. I was just reading through some of my notes earlier on, actually, and yeah, it's just like, whoa, some of this stuff is like super deep. You really do start to come away thinking about who you are and what you're here to do, and all of those sorts of things. So yeah, really, really, really great. Lots of great stuff to reflect on. I'm looking forward to more of those classes this week. Definitely my highlight. Then we had another yoga class, again, quite dynamic. I really struggled in that one, actually, because my body is starting to feel super achy now. So that was quite intense and quite difficult. And it was super hot as well. So that didn't help. But I pushed through, and I think that is the whole point of it. If you're wobbling, if your mind is telling you to come out of the posture, this is for the physical practice, then try and push through and just be like, it's okay, it's fine. Like, it's fine if you're wobbling all over the place. It's fine if you're coming off balance. Just get back into it, push through. It's okay. As long as you're pushing through for yourself and not because you're trying to be better than someone else or you're competing with anyone in the class. So yeah, a lot of that was happening for me in today's afternoon class. So that's definitely something I know that I need to work on in order to help me progress. So yeah, that was great. And then we had a teaching practice class where the teachers actually showed us a few key asanas in person and broke down the steps of how to get into them, how to come out of them, what they're good for. That was super helpful. And then we also had the opportunity in pairs to actually teach the asanas to each other so that we can start getting into the practice of teaching. So I thought that was great. And then we had dinner, and then that was the end of the day. But it was a jam-packed day. There was lots of running around between classes, trying to be organised and figure out when I need my books, when I need my yoga mat, when I need to be in my yoga clothes, when I can just be in my normal clothes. So yeah, there was a lot of that going on. But I think I will become more organised, and I'll get used to kind of what I need and when I need it as the week progresses. So yeah, that was the day. I definitely have enjoyed the day. It's been really great, and it's really exciting to know what's coming. And just exciting to know kind of where I'll be in 4 weeks' time with all of this information and all of this stuff that I need to kind of process and reflect on and think about. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that. I'm just having a look to see if there's anything else that I might have missed off. No, I think it's great at the moment. I'm definitely questioning. One of the things that I'm actually questioning is stuff around identity, and it came up today in one of the philosophy classes that actually I don't know exactly the phrase that was said, but it was basically that, most of the suffering in today's world happens because of identity and the things that we identify with and the things that we attach ourselves to in terms of identity. And actually that's causing more harm than good. And I guess that concept, that perspective goes against some of the stuff that I've been seeing around identity. It's become such a big thing about people getting really clear on like their identities and who they are. And yeah, so there's just a lot of interesting stuff to think about there. But I think I'll get more clearer and more clarity on some of those things as the weeks progress. And the more I sit in stillness, the more I slow down, the more I reflect on things, that stuff will hopefully start to become a bit more clearer. So yeah, it's been a bit of a crazy day, but a great day. So that's day 2 of my yoga teacher training in India, in Mysore, and I am looking forward to tomorrow. I should probably get some sleep now because I do have to wake up early every morning for meditation. So I will catch up with you guys in the next video. And like I said earlier on, if you do like this video, if you do find it helpful, please like the video, subscribe to my channel to help me grow, and please share with anyone that you think might be interested. And let me know in the comments if you've got any questions, if you've got any thoughts, just anything, just let me know. And I would love to connect with you. So thank you so much, guys, and I will see you soon.